Good evening, everyone. Welcome. And First of all, let's address something very important. This is live. This is not Memorex. The reports of my demise may have been greatly exaggerated. If you were here on Thursday, I led with a story saying that I wasn't sure if Thursday was going to be my last broadcast or not, because when I got off the live, I was going to attempt to install a new light fixture in my bathroom. Um, I have noticed that one of the most difficult things about replacing light fixtures is trying to do it in the dark. It would be much easier if the lights were on. But that being said, we found alternate light sources, and I managed to get the old one taken off, put the new one on, and everything works. The house didn't burn down. Everything's great. Um, this is even one of those new fancy ones that has a remote on your phone so that you can have, another way for technology to disappoint you because it works about half the time. I really don't understand the problems that my house has with Wi-Fi connectivity. It's crazy. It's not that big of a house, but the working theory is something about 17 layers of lead paint, um, and a haunted forest and Indian burial ground or something to that effect, possibly a pet cemetery. Um, but yeah, it's just yeah the Wi-Fi for my bathroom light fixture works about half the time, which is weird. But hey, I have a new light fixture and it works, and it will change in color and in intensity, from a soft, warm glow, that works very well in the evening when you're plenty of light to see to get around in the bathroom by, um, to about 3 lumens darker than the surface of the sun, because it has, if you turn it on the bright white and up to 100%, it is incredibly bright. But yes, got the light fixture installed and everything's working. So yay, it's all good. But so that was the excitement for Thursday night. Got that done. I was able to spend a little bit of time in the shop on uh, Sunday and cut a few boards, working on fixing a dresser drawer that needed a bottom to it. So it wasn't anything super complicated, but to give me a chance to play with some power tools for a little bit. And I still have all my fingers too. So look at that. I'm just doing fantastic. Anyway, let's jump into all the ways that we interacted with local businesses around the area over the course of the past week. Uh, I was out and about running around, and it's funny because we didn't, not once but twice. Um, we went to Iron House Barbecue this week, or this past week. Once I was out running errands and doing some out running around for work, and so I stopped by to eat lunch as I was passing through town. And then again, we went on Saturday after the farmers market, because we were hot and we were tired, and neither one of us felt like cooking. There were multiple trips to Shadrack's, and I saw this, and when you see this and you read this, does your brain not automatically go bum bum bum? Mine did, so I felt like I had to share. But anyway, yes, there were trips to both of the Paragold Shadrack's locations this week. Stopped by Linwood a couple of times, and the one on West Kings Highway once. And there goes that strange yawn. Got my haircut at, I know I'm wearing a hat so you can't tell, but I got my haircut at Hair by Lee down at Sola Salon this week. One of the other days during the week when I was out running errands and out and about and running around, I swung by Slim Chickens in Jonesboro, had to grab some food. They have a big dill chicken sandwich that I had to try, and Steel and Stitches. And I got up bright and early on Saturday morning and went to the Paragould Farmers Market and set up at the market to get ready for another great day at the market. This was a little bit slower than some of them have been, which is really weird. I really would have expected this to be a really good weekend because the weather was amazing. I don't think you could have asked for better weather. The temperature was in the low 80s. The humidity was low. There was a nice breeze. It was super comfortable to be outside. Could not have probably asked for a better day to spend some time outside. It was gorgeous. But yeah, we were at the farmers market, and like I said, it wasn't super busy, but we enjoyed ourselves. Got to see our friends at Alhambra Orchard and Apiary. They were there, and they were telling me that yeah, they're not ready yet, but they're in the preparations they're going to begin harvesting their honey, which is convenient for them because they recently used up the last of their stock from earlier. So yeah, they're looking at honey harvest, and Corn Utopia kettle corn was there, and uh, it, it was like I said, it was a little slower week, so I actually had a little bit of time. I was able to get out and I visited with them for a little while and talk to them, and it was good just to kind of get to talk to some people that I don't see a lot and people I don't get to talk to a lot. So visited with Corn Utopia kettle corn a little while. That was an enjoyable conversation. Again, there are a few people that were there that I didn't don't have that don't have Facebook pages, but they deserve mentioned anyway. Puckett's Produce, Clover Hill Produce was there. We got some salsa and some tomatoes from Clover Hill. Uh, the pickle guy was there. Said hi to Rob. Uh, Arkansas was there, and I talked to him for a little bit. He was getting ready to go on vacation, so he won't be at the farmers market next week because he's going to be out of town. But yeah, it was good to visit with him. Anyways, it's nice to be able to get around a little bit um, and be able to just to visit with some of the other vendors that are there. One person that seemed to be doing really well um, because they packed up and left early was uh, is it Lost Creek Flowers? I might have the name wrong. Um, no, I have the name right. Yeah, it was Lost Creek Flowers. He was only there for a couple of hours and then um, ran out of most of his stock, and so he sold everything he could and had to leave early. That's not necessarily a bad problem to have. That kind of goes back to that reason why I say, um, for the best selection, show up early because there are fixed and small amounts of some of the things. So if you want them, you got to get them before they're gone. Uh, yeah, like I said, it was a really great day. After um, the farmers market, we went over to the Smoking Skulls Clubhouse for a little while and visited with them. This was their 13th annual Ride for Knowledge. And um, so, one of the questions that I had that I didn't get answered until Saturday was one of the early flyers that I'd seen for the Ride for Knowledge called it the final ride. So that made me wonder, um, is this going to be the last Ride for Knowledge? I mean, like I said, this is number 13. This has been going on for more than a decade that they have been having this drive, this fundraising event in order to raise funds to help out the local schools. So, when I see a flyer that says the final ride, I was wondering, Are we stopping? Is there not going to be another one? So thankfully, I had a little bit of time. I got to sit down and visit with uh, them for a little while, and found out that the answer to that question is both yes and no. This year is probably going to be the last year that you will see an event called the Ride for Knowledge. Um, but the idea of having an event that will support the local schools, that will provide school supplies for the students, um, that idea is not going away. Um, but they have some plans, and I'm pretty excited. I'm not going to give away all the, the because they let me in on some kind of inside secrets. So I'm not going to give away all the details and all the stuff that we talked about. But the goal is still the same. This goal is still going to be there. They're still going to be supporting the local schools and our local students and teachers. That's still going to be there. But they have plans, and I'm excited about this to see how this works out. But they have plans to do things um, even bigger. Their goal is to be able to provide more support, uh, and to be a more connected part of the community, and take this event to the next level. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this next year. And like I said, I'm not going to steal their thunder and tell you any of the other details or anything, but just that while the event name may change, they are still going to be having an event in the fall, or in the late summer, early fall, right around the time of school starts, to support our local schools. And so I'm looking forward to that, and can't wait to see what happens. I've been privileged to be able to be involved in some small way with the Ride for Knowledge. I think for the entire 13-year run. Let's think about this. So if this is number 13 and this is 24, 24 minus 13 would be 2011. So I might have missed the first one. I might have missed the first one. I uh, but I think that everyone I've at least participated in some small way. Um, and depending on what I was able to do at the time, there were you know uh, sometimes I was just able to provide them with a donation. Sometimes I was able to sponsor at a level where I could get my name on their T-shirt, or something like that. It really depended on how things were going at the time. But at least since 2012, I've always been able to participate and help them out in some way. And I look forward to being able to continue to do that, to continue to support um, the skulls and their desire to be able to be a part, and to make the community a better place. So looking forward to see what they have coming up next. Saturday evening, after spending some time with the skulls, I spotted a friend of mine, and wandered over to Skinny Jay's and sat down and visited with a friend for a little while. Got to catch up with a friend I haven't seen in a while. That's always a good time. Anytime you get a chance to visit with your friends, take the opportunity. Uh, and the same goes for your family. You just it's crazy that we get in this mindset that these people that are always around us are always going to be around us, and they're always going to be there. But it's and sometimes those people that are the most important seem to get prioritized the lowest, and that's terrible. I mean, it's honest, but it's still terrible. Um, I know I recognized this a couple of years ago. I went home for Christmas, and um, one of my uncles was there that I hadn't seen in probably 20 years, and he was there, and I looked at him, and I was like, when did you get old? Because I had this picture in my head of my uncle as I was growing up, and not the old man that I saw in front of me. So it was really weird. So take the time, uh, tell the people that you love, that you care about them. Make the time to be able to be in their life and interact with them. Freddy's. If you haven't been to the Freddy's since they closed and reopened, I highly recommend you do so. Um, their their service, their quality, everything about the place is so much better than it used to be. Um, they did a super great job. And one of our favorite things to get from there is the turtle sundae, which guess what we did? 1812 Pizza Company provided us lunch on Sunday. It was nice to be able to um, in the mood for a salad. So Jersey was in the mood for a salad. So we went down to 1812 and got a salad. Unfortunately, we did get the salad from 1812 for Jersey, and I got a pizza while I was there, a small personal pan pizza to eat for lunch. Um, Unfortunately, the 1812 here in Paragould does not have, at least according to their menu that we've been able to find online, they do not have a gluten free crust option. So that really limits the times and the amount of times we're going to go there, because the glutens, it's a real thing. Now, I believe the 1812 pizza in Jonesboro does have a gluten free option, but that's all the way in Jonesboro. So uh, maybe when we're in town, but not right now. Anyway, and that's it. Like I said, it was kind of a slow week. We didn't have a super lot of things that we did, or a super lot of places that we went. It's just one of those weeks where it is. But we did. It was nice to be able to spend some time outside and have some nice weather over the weekend, and to be able to visit with the people that I got to visit with. So hopefully there will be more in the future, and we'll always tell you about the ones we see and ones we talk to and stuff. But that's it for tonight. Come back and see us again Thursday night, where we will be talking about what's going on in the area and what's going to be coming up over the course of the next week or two. And if you're into music, swing by the DJ Tank channel and check out all things music related tomorrow night. So until we talk to you again, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be safe, keep all your fingers, don't electrocute yourself, all that good stuff. Anyway, good night, everybody. We'll see you later.